Hello, my name is Dr. Dela Cruz. I'm an associate dentist here in Houston, Texas, under the mentorship and guidance of Dr. Michael J. Landry, and this is my Scheduling Institute Associate Bootcamp success story. From a very early age, I knew I wanted to be in healthcare. Growing up with two parents that are both nurses, the passion to help people was ingrained in me and feels very natural. I chose dentistry because of the strong relationship with patients. I wanted to build those lifelong bonds, watch them grow up, and really be a part of their lives. Instead of patients, dentistry allows me to treat people and build those relationships in the community that I enjoy. So in 2014, I graduated from dental school in San Antonio, Texas, and moved back home to Houston and started working. Pretty soon after I started, I realized that dental school prepares you for the clinical side, but not really anything for the business side. I knew what I was doing when I was holding a handpiece or an instrument in my hands, but anything that came before or after procedures, like managing patient flow, appearances and verbiage, treatment presentations, and sales in general, I had no idea. The office I was working at offered no mentorship, no guidance, and no growth. I felt stuck. I was bungling opportunities, and I wanted to learn, but I didn't have a mentor that could teach me those things. Until I met Dr. Michael Landry.
When I first brought him on, he was pretty green at the time. He hadn't been out of school very long, and he had been working for another dentist, and he really wanted a mentor type role. He wanted somebody that was going to teach him how to do things in dentistry. And at this other place, he was in one office and the other doctor was in the other. They really never saw each other. So when he first came here, he was just like a sponge, wanted to know everything, wanted to hear everything.
So Dr. Landry invited me to take a tour of his office, Consultants in Dental Aesthetics, and what I saw floored me. I had never seen an office with such a level of structure, employee engagement, patient amenities, and most importantly, nurturing co-captains at the helm of the ship. Then one evening, Dr. and Mary Ann Landry invited me to dinner and offered me an associateship. I was both in awe and extremely nervous that I'd be able to perform at the level that the patients and employees were used to having. If I was going to become a successful associate, there was a lot that I needed to learn. Earlier this year, Dr. and Mary Ann Landry gave me the opportunity to attend a program that was designed specifically towards me as an associate. I flew to Atlanta, Georgia to attend the Associate Bootcamp. Walking through those doors into the Scheduling Institute was one of the most impactful experiences of my life. There were so many lessons and breakthroughs, both professionally and personally, that have changed my outlook for the better.
At first I wasn't sure if Dr. Dela Cruz was going to make it, not because of his attitude or anything like that, just because he was an associate, he was new, he was fresh, he was slow. So that was concerning, but he picked it up, and after going to the Associate Boot Camp, we have a lot of processes in our office and systems, and so that can be really overwhelming for someone new coming into our office. So sending him to the Associate Boot Camp, he really got to see the why we do things the way we do, and his attitude has always been, I can do it. He's always positive and calm. He's amazingly calm. So we have been really blessed to have him as an associate, and with SI, he's just taken his ability to another level.
Dr. Dela Cruz actually asks regularly about that. He wants to know, hey, was it something, if a patient didn't accept treatment, if it was something that he said or something that, like I said, that he can change in his rhythm, that he does want to know that. Or something that even worked really well that the patient said, hey, that's what got me to do it, was him saying this. So he likes corrective criticism, in positive and negative.
Associate Bootcamp has taught me a lot and reinforced even more. Like how the value of a Colby is not just in knowing your own number, but in understanding the numbers of everyone around you. I learned that my high fact finder patient needs me to go over all the small details in order for them to commit to the crown, and that my high quick start team member might react better to a task with summarized verbal requests. Further, I learned about the importance of clear and specific goals and tracking them daily. If you track it, it'll increase. Now, I love the concept of a 2-economy system, the bubble. Tuning out all that noise and negativity allows me to focus on the things that are important to me. I liked it so much, I even did a presentation about it at work.
So each month it just seemed like he was learning from each patient, not just kind of like, okay, here we go, but learning from each patient that he would talk to, he would take something away from that and know, okay, maybe next time let me redo this, maybe next time let me change something that I say. And so he has a rhythm now, and his rhythm's really working.
The guy made me start wearing ties, okay? Jay had been after me for years to wear a tie. Does the doctor wear a tie? That was always on the mystery patient surveys. And I wasn't going to wear a tie. I hadn't worn a tie years ago, but I was dressed nice. I had on a white lab coat, and I had on a nice black mock t-shirt. But when I first interviewed him, he was wearing a tie. And so I thought, okay, if he's going to wear a tie, he's going to show up. I can't let him show me up. So he got me wearing a tie.
I personally think he loves his patients. You can tell that he definitely cares about not only their oral health, but like their health outside. What do they like doing? What are their interests? And, you know, definitely kind of making it fun as well, just to kind of build that relationship between the patients. So I definitely think that's like a huge plus for Dr. Dela Cruz.
Yeah, he's really good at finding something like common ground with all the patients. So there'll be a lot of times when for us it feels like the patient is like not very talkative and they're just kind of quiet and not really conversational. Then Dr. Dela Cruz will come in and find something that's in common about them, and then the patient all of a sudden is like the most chatty Cathy ever. So it's really fun to see how he just kind of brings that out of patients.
So I've taken all the lessons that I've learned from Associate Bootcamp and I've applied them to my personal and professional lives. After joining Dr. Landry's office, my monthly production was about $31,000. After every SI training that we did, I could tell my skills were improving and my production reflected that. After Associate Bootcamp, I reached a record high of $113,000 with several months above the milestone of $100K. The following month, I pushed it up to $115,000.
You know, from all the patients that I talked to that have seen Dr. Dela Cruz, they really like him. They genuinely feel that he is treating their needs the way that he'd treat their own families, his own family's needs. They really like his personality, they like his enthusiasm, they like his knowledge.
Looking forward to the new year. Although I have a lot of student loan debt, I believe that one should always be investing in themselves and learning more. With that being said, I'm happy to say that I found a technique that we have yet to offer in our office. The pinhole surgery procedure allows us to activate a segment of the peri population we haven't been able to tap into yet. I'm excited for the training. I paid the tuition, I bought the flight, I've been teasing it to patients and coming up with a short list so I can hit the ground running. I'm excited to do the training in February. Now, with an eye to the future, I'm looking to stretch past my goals and set new ones. With a reflective eye to the past, all the success that I've had this year has been because of the people around me. I have to give thanks to my family for support, my friends for their encouragement, and to the amazing teammates and mentors that I work with every day. Y'all are rock stars. And to Jay and the Scheduling Institute, all the training and concepts that y'all have taught us have forever changed the trajectory of our lives. Thank you.